All right, I'm going to try to do this quickly because I don't have a lot of time. I have so much stuff to do tonight, and I have to drive to a different city. But this is fun. This is quick. The object of this is to have fun, to not try to worry or obsess. So I'm just going to grab this like this on the end. Oh, again, this is 16 gauge, silver-plated copper, 16 gauge. It might be hard on some of your hands. You can use lighter gauges. This is great because it holds its frame, its structure the best of any of the gauges that you can buy most places. You could literally find 14 gauges. Very hard to find. It's easier at the hardware store, but that's even harder. Anyway, let's do this. So I suggest 18. If you can't muscle 18, then 20 gauge is going to be flimsy. It's not going to be the best, but you can get away with 20 gauge. But I think you should... I believe in you guys. I think your hands can be strong enough to do 18. But this is 16, so I'm grabbing the end like this, and I'm just going to make a loop. There is my starting loop. Now let's stretch this out and see what we're going to do with it. Now here's the object is to just have tons of fun. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I didn't plan this. I had some semblance of a crazy shape in my head. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know if this is going to work. This might not work at all. This might be terrible. Yep, it's turning out terrible. I think I'm going to turn off the camera in a second because I just think this is pretty awful. Yep, it's pretty much, it's over. So, let's see. What do we do now? So do this. Just do that. What's this? What happened there? What is that? Looks like a Christmas tree. Or some kind of Tesla experiment gone wrong. Right? What is that? What happened here? I don't know, but I'm going to end it because I'm put it out of its misery. Wrap it around that like a scarf, right? You see this? Are you worried? You should be. I'm going to cut this halfway across so we can tuck in this sharp end. How much of this did I take to make this? I don't even know. I didn't measure. So you guys are going to have to guess by watching. See the size of my hand? Just take a guess. I offer no help. Let's do another crazy one. I do think this is about 9-10 inches, but I'm not going to measure, so we'll never know. Here's my loop again. Do you see this loop? Do you love it? All right, let's see. I'm not even measuring based off of the other one because the other one was terrible, so I'm going to try to make this one less terrible, but I think it's going to be more terrible. It's already becoming more terrible, and it's just awful. This is just a horrible thing, and you should probably just turn off the video right now before you get in any deeper. So right now I am holding this against there to measure that, to see, like, hey. But I'm not trying to make it match the same pattern. I'm just trying to make it the same general size and weight, you know, kind of feel. But I really don't know what's happening right now, and it's bothering me. This is really awful. I'm going to run out of wire, too. Look at that. Almost ran out of wire. It's horrible. This might be the worst piece ever. This is a little bit, it's coming out a little bit longer, so I'm going to scrunch these pieces closer together. And, oh, look at that. It's overlapping now. That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to have a nice shape like, look, it's overlap. What is that? That's weird. It doesn't look right. Looks awful. I actually like the overlap. I think I can do that. Yeah. It's almost going to overlap. It could overlap. You could make yours overlap. It would probably be more fun than this. So I'm just going to scarf it with what's left again. And I barely have enough to finish. So now you know that 9 or 10 inches is barely enough. If you want to do it this size, which I don't even know what size. Be careful when you cut those. They shoot. Don't aim it at your face unless you're a daredevil. But if you do aim it at your face, please close your eyes. I'm not going to be responsible for anything you do that goes against common sense. All right. So, what do we have here? A big mess? I agree. I think I'm going to bend this one right here. Now, if you want sharp corners, you can go back and just really squeeze right up against the corner. And you can make sharper, straighter lines that way. Now this, I like that, but what's that? That's sticking out way too much. Why is that? Why is it like that? Maybe it wants to come more like this. There we go. Maybe this one wants to come down more. Huh. Now maybe this one wants to do more like that. Oh, it's just getting worse and worse. This is just a terrible piece. I think I just have to accept that. If I bend it like that, what do? I make it even more awful. And then bend it like that. Ooh, it's getting worse. Yeah, let's get rid of that bend. Yeah, it's definitely getting worse. What can we do? Ugh, now it's even more horrible. It's starting to look like a face. It's like it has a tab in the back of his head so you can control it. Hello, I am a face. See the nose, the chin, the eye. Oh, I like this one now. This looks like a weird Christmas tree. This one is just wrong. What do? I said this was going to be fast. It might take the rest of the night to figure out how to fix this. Ooh, now it's getting even worse. I think I'm going to pull that back out like that. Okay, that's a little better. Oh, that's better. Okay. So you can go back to these corners and you can flatten them back out. They don't have to stay, but you got to really commit to flattening them back out to get them straight. But once you get them really straight, no one will ever know that was once a corner. And they'll never know that you almost came to a very scary place of being unsure what to do next. All right, I think if I bend this one way in like that. All right, I'm liking that a little bit better. It's not quite as horrible. Oh, yeah, that's getting better. It's almost, this one's almost matching that one now. I think we need to bend this up like that. There we go. Yes. Okay. We're close. We're really close. All right, they're each going to hang about the same length, and they each take up about the same amount of space. So I think they're good. You don't have to mess with it as much as I do. Ooh, I kind of like that now. That looks like a Wacky Wild Dancer now. Like, there's the face, there's the arms coming up. And he's just party time, party time. And this one's like a little more reserved. His arms are down. And his, I guess that's a skirt. This is a woman. Her arms are down. That's a skirt. That's her feet down there. So she's just doing like a little river dance, just barely moving her feet. But this guy's like, wow, yay, throw your hands in the air. So they really balance each other like a married couple. Although she's taller. I don't know about that. You can be taller than your husband, but not for earrings. We're not having that. So he needs to stretch out a little bit. Okay. There. She needs to still be a little shorter. Okay. There we go. All right. That's good. I'm happy. Let's get some beads at the top. Now you can thread the beads on right before you start. That's a good thing about 18 gauge, where you guys will be superior to mine. Make your loop and then put the bead right there. Put like 3 beads if you can, because 18 gauge fits in a lot of beads. 8 millimeter, 8 and 6 especially. So imagine I taught you that way. Imagine I did the right thing and I used 18 gauge and taught you how to put the beads right in there. But the 16 gauge, very few beads fit in here, like 10 millimeter will, and I really don't want to put a giant, humongous bead right there. So I'm just going to put some little beads at the top here. How do you like that for beads? Is that pretty good? We got, see, they turned off the lights here. I got to make it a little brighter. This is African turquoise. It's kind of a green, blue-green dyed jasper. And this is some kind of a funky, it's like they took a whole bunch of chips of stone and smushed them together and then carved it into the shape of a round stone. But it's some kind of a composite jasper, I think. And this is another kind of composite jasper. This one's like purple. So we have like green, like turquoise green, blue, and purple, right? Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it. So, to put these three together, I think I'm just going to take 18 gauge because that will work. So this is 8 millimeter, 6 millimeter, and a flattened 6 millimeter. And these literally fit easily on the 18 gauge. So just picture if I had just put this first on one of, made the loop and then put the 3 beads and then made this part. It would all be one piece and you'd be done. So you guys should do it that way. Learn from my horrible mistakes. Anyway, let's try to, it's so embarrassing. Let's take this about 1/3 of an inch or like a little less than a centimeter. Do right angle, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Make sure it's nice and flat. There's no sharp end. There's our nice little loop. Squish them up against the loop. Turn your right angle right there against the beads. Make it nice and tight. Cut it about the same amount you need to make the loop. A little less than a centimeter. Or a little less than half an inch. All right, roll it. I'm using very tiny, thin part of the round nose pliers. I'm rolling it very tight so they're not moving up and down or anything. See that? Now, if I wanted to leave an extra end, I could have done the diagonal wrap down over each stone. That's pretty. But I do that so much, and these stones are so... Look how pretty these stones are. Let's just let them show. Just let them be. I bet I could just make a video spinning stones, pretty stones like this, and everybody would just watch. Look at that, pretty stones. It's mesmerizing. It's like ASMR for your eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Janice, look at this. There's a man with a channel where all he does is spin stones, and it's so beautiful. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, Janice. Tell Mildred to come over and look. Tell all of our friends. Hurry up. Okay, so, boom, right there. Now you can open this link and put them right on. You don't even need a jump ring. Let's do that. Let's show you how great it is. Just open that sideways and, oops, you got to open it kind of big because I made that loop. Now you can make a little loop a little bigger if you're going to stick it on here. But I made mine just fitting. There we go. And look at that. It's there. Bam. Oh, I lost my light again. Oh, you know what I remember? This is not jasper. This is composite shell. It's like a whole bunch of pieces of broken shell, like fused together, maybe melted a little like glass, and then carved into the shape of this circle. That's why it's so pretty. I love shell. It's so iridescent. This is the jasper, composite jasper, with a little bit of purple dye. Anyway, oh, look at those pretty colors. And I found out, I accidentally, while I had the camera turned off, I accidentally took a piece of this. This is the 16 gauge, and it literally almost fit. It almost fit all 3. In fact, if I forced it, I could have fit all 3. So, live and learn. Anyway, let's do this loop thing again. Remember, right angle, bend it backwards. Roll it, reposition, roll it. You want your arm to feel comfortable. You don't want to wrench your wrist in a weird whatever. And then turn it, make sure it's a full loop. Sometimes you want to flatten it with these pliers. Make sure it's nice and flat, no sharp end. Push the beads up against it. Bend it. Cut it. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Sorry, we lost our light again. That's okay. Cut it. Bend it. Bend it, like Beckham, whatever that means. We people in America don't understand what Beckham is. We think it's a kind of Maybe it's kind of candy that bends, like taffy. It's like this long, stretchy taffy called Beckham. Bend it like Beckham. Anyway, somebody said it had something to do with... I think it is candy. I'm going to go with that. All right, so there we go. Oh, yeah, open it again. Open the bottom part. I like to do this upside-down snowman, where you have, like, big bead, middle-sized bead, small bead, medium. Is that how you say middle, medium-sized bead? All right, these guys are ready to go. So the man and woman are ready to go to the party. Now, there's only one thing. If you are going to stick this right on here, the hook is going to go that way now. So you could turn the hook a quarter turn, but these are a little bit, these hooks, depending what they make of them, you know, sometimes that metal's a little more brittle. So I prefer to turn the bead stack. So I grab the loop and I grab the loop and then I make it a quarter turn. And that way the earring hook is going to face directly straight into the ear, and the earring will look the way you want it to. These guys are a little fun. Sometimes I even have to teach people how to open these. Can you imagine? Like, you just grab it right there and you pull down the little ball and spring and you turn it sideways just a little bit, just enough to get your piece in, right? And then you got to know you're sticking it the right way so that it faces out from the ear, not backwards. It's like elementary. All right. Beautiful earrings just for you because you are beautiful. All of you, you're beautiful people. You deserve beautiful earrings. Actually, these are weird, wacky. Dancing at the party. Dancing at the party. Now this man and woman have very beautiful, very tall hats. And that's okay, because that makes them even greater party animals. I have nobody to try this on. There's nobody here. So you'll have to imagine what they look like on someone. Wait, I think I can rustle up someone. Oh my gosh, those look so beautiful. Except they get a little bit lost in your hair. Let's give you some darker hair. There we go. That's better. A little bit. That is some wild fun hair. I didn't bother to give this lady any skin tone because, well, apart from me being lazy, I think she just might be albino. But anyway, look at her rock these earrings. Amazing. I think you guys want to make some now. Wacky, weird, wild, crazy earrings. Go have some fun. Have some fun, you guys. There we go.